It is time for your Business 911. And on the mind, we were curious about this. Sandra Dueck, policy analyst for the Chamber of Commerce of Peterborough. Mike and I were curious about this new democracy coming to downtown Peterborough.
The new democracy.
Well, isn't there already a democracy?
There is democracy. What we were talking about was Don Tapscott wrote this article. We had the policy forum. So we've been talking about this for a couple of weeks.
Policy forum, right.
One of his, I guess, key areas to improving your municipality is reinventing local democracy. So we kind of took that to this table, and we had 6 or 7 participants, and kind of threw it to them and said, what do you think that means? What does that look like? And for Tapscott, that meant changing kind of the municipal government relationship with its residents from an us versus them to a we're in this together relationship. So a slight change in attitude and the way you're thinking about how we approach municipal politics.
Right.
So from there, they kind of took it and they said, okay, what can we do with this? What does that mean? And they said they came up with answers. And I mean, it doesn't mean that these are going to happen, but this is what they came up with. Forming a parallel council. So a council that kind of mimics decisions that are made by the bigger council. So, you know, that's kind of a neat exercise. What would, you know, if you have this group of people that's brought together, what would they say on a particular issue? That's kind of interesting.
Business council, okay.
Yeah, engaging youth. You know, really the main theme that they kind of started from was, you know, let's celebrate our community. Because once you get people engaged in their community and believing in their community and wanting to be a part of their community, then the attitude changes, and then you have a kind of a pathway to a different kind of feeling, a different openness, a different way of dealing with democracy in the end, really, right? So that was their suggestion. So youth, engaging the international students that we have here to bring them into the fold and be a part of the conversation, but really all along those, and I think they really stuck to that theme, changing it from a us versus them to a we're in this together. So it was a really neat exercise, and that's what the article this week is all about.
It's very interesting stuff. We've got only about 15 seconds left, but I will say I'd like to see some of those things implemented in the future.
Yeah, it would be neat. I think the parallel council idea
I think that's a good idea.
That's a fun one. That's a fun
Find
one.
the article online, courtesy of the Peterborough Chamber of Commerce. This is Sandra Dueck for Business 911. Thanks very much, Sandra.
Brought to you by Nexicom.
Business 911 is brought to you by Nexicom Unlimited Internet. We have what it takes.